In this presentation video, we will discuss about TATA Motors, its business strategies and how TATA Motors are doing the segmentation and targeting the customer base and positioning themselves in current market. Let's start with overview of TATA Motors. TATA Motors Limited, formerly Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company, Telco, is an Indian multinational automotive manufacturing company headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. It is a part of Tata Group, an Indian conglomerate. Its products include passenger cars, trucks, vans, coaches, buses, sports cars, construction equipment and military vehicles. Founded in 1945 as a manufacturer of locomotives, the company manufactured its first commercial vehicle in 1954 in a collaboration with Daimler-Benz AG, which ended in 1969. TATA Motors entered the passenger vehicle market in 1988 with the launch of the Tata Mobile, followed by the Tata Sierra in 1991, becoming the first Indian manufacturer to achieve the capability of developing a competitive indigenous automobile. In 1998, Tata launched the first fully indigenous Indian passenger car, the Indica, and in 2008 launched the TATA Nano, the world's cheapest car. TATA Motors acquired the South Korean truck manufacturer Daewoo Commercial Vehicles Company in 2004 and purchased Jaguar Land Rover from Ford in 2008. Let's go through STP process, which is main agenda of this presentation. The STP process is an important concept in the study and application of marketing. The letters STP stand for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. The STP process demonstrates the links between an overall market and how a company chooses to compete in that market. It is sometimes referred to as a process, with segmentation being conducted first, then the selection of one or more target markets, and then finally the implementation of positioning. The goal of the STP process is to guide the organization to the development and implementation of an appropriate marketing mix. Let's discuss segmentation in detail. The process of splitting a market into smaller groups with similar product needs or identifiable characteristics, for the purpose of selecting appropriate target markets, is termed as segmentation. When we talk about TATA Motors segmentation, we identify that geographically their presence is across whole India with special focus on Type A and fast-growing Type B cities. Demographically, TATA Motors are segmenting their customer base in age group between 18 to 50 years. Anybody who are employed as professionals, managers, and who want to buy their fast car can consider TATA Motors as option. Basically, TATA Motors launches their vehicles for middle class, upper middle class, lower upper and upper class. Major notable vehicles of TATA Motors are TATA Nano, intended to appeal as an affordable alternative to the section of the Indian populace that is primarily the owner of motorcycles and has not bought their first car. Initially priced at 100,000 Indian rupees, $1,500, the vehicle attracted a lot of attention for its relatively low price. Tata Ace, the mini truck, was a huge success in India, with auto analysts claiming that Ace had changed the dynamics of the light commercial vehicle, LCV, market in the country by creating a new market segment termed the small commercial vehicle segment. Tata Prima is a range of heavy trucks first introduced in 2008 as the company's global truck. Tata Harrier is a 5-seater SUV set to rival the major SUV segment. So, now we know about segmentation, let's talk about targeting. Targeting, or target market selection, refers to an organization's proactive selection of a suitable market segment, or segments, with the intention of heavily focusing the firm's marketing offers and activities towards this group of related consumers. Organizations, with the help of various marketing plans and schemes, target their products amongst the various segments. Many factors come into picture before targeting specific segments, other than selecting the most attractive segments. The major targets of TATA Motors are: Number 1. Low-income and middle-income groups. Number 2. People living in the cities. Number 3. Commercial use vehicles and defense vehicles. Finally, the positioning. Positioning is the last stage in the segmentation targeting positioning cycle. Once the organization decides on its target market, it strives hard to create an image of its product in the minds of the consumers. The marketers create a first impression of the product in the minds of consumers through positioning. Positioning helps organizations to create a perception of the products in the minds of target audience. Tata Motors have used the strategy of having different brands to target different segments. They achieved it with the help of acquisitions. They broadly position their products under following brands. Number 1. Tata Motors, for both passenger and commercial vehicles, which target low-income and middle-class category. Number 2. Tata Daewoo, for medium and heavy commercial vehicles globally. Number 3. Jaguar and Land Rover, these are high-end vehicles which target the high-income class. Tata Motors has many products for various sectors. Company has a product like Tata Ace, which is used as mini truck. This product is mostly used at agriculture level. This product can carry below 1 ton. So, in agriculture sector this mini truck makes good image. Like that, Tata Motors introduced Tata Nano car for lower level people who cannot afford car, but now they can buy a car in Rs.1 lakh. After introducing Tata Nano and acquiring Jaguar and Land Rover, they have full market coverage from common men to luxuries loving people. So, Tata Motors attempt to serve all customer groups with all the products. Tata Motors are adopting new strategies to compete in current market. All the outdated products are eliminated and new product lines which outperform the competitors are been launched. Brand: Tata has always been a trusted brand in the Indian society, and when people buy a Tata product, they not only discern its features and quality but also associate with it as brand. Tata Motors, as a part of the revamp, came up with a new tagline connecting aspirations. They have further consolidated various products to streamline the range of vehicles they offer. Prima trucks, which they adapted from Daewoo, have given a kickstart in heavy commercial vehicles. Jaguar and Land Rover are known for their innovations, and now Tata is bringing it across its product line. They have ventured into electric car segment and had won one of the country's largest order to supply 10,000 electric sedan cars to Indian government, beating experienced players from around the world. Tata Motors are always known to be competitively priced, much below the competitors, thereby creating an edge among others. Tata Motors have introduced the world's least expensive car, Tata Nano, which was a game changer at a price tag of 1 lakh. With this car, the dream of millions of people of owning a car turned into reality. On the other hand, the Tata Motors owned Jaguar, which caters to the high-end customers. Pricing strategy of Tata Motors include price penetration and low profitability pricing. In India, Tata Motors have vast network of dealerships across the length and breadth of the country. For passenger cars alone, Tata Motors have around 700 plus outlets. Tata Motors, being the market leader in commercial vehicles, claims to have a service facility every 50 km. They have also come up with a new franchise model called 3S, which stands for sales, service, and spare, all under one roof. The company is investing heavily on promotion. With the changed dynamics, Tata Motors aim to reach out to class of people. For this they have heavily invested on advertisement. Tata Motors have roped in Lionel Messi to endorse one of its cars and Akshay Kumar to endorse for its commercial vehicles. These both are two different strategies to reach to different segments of customers. Similarly, for Jaguar and Land Rover, they focus on projecting the performance aspect. To conclude, Tata Motors have presence in 170 countries and has 6,600 touchpoints across globe. They are trying to capture as much as market in all segment. Tata Motors is carrying out substantial research and development in electric car segment, which is slated as the future. They have showcased 5 electric car models in the Delhi Auto Expo, one being a sports car. Pricing strategy of Tata Motors is in consideration with local Indian market and global. They have something for everyone from low income segment to higher segment. Recent restructuring in their strategy will benefit them in long run against their competitors, which is biggest challenge in the segment where they operate.